All right, good evening. At this time, I'd like to call to order Planning and Zoning Board, City of Lake City, regular session meeting, October 3rd, 2023. All please rise and stand for the invocation. Mr. Nelson, would you do us the honors?
Bow our heads. Lord, thank you for your many blessings. Bless our deliberations this day. Give us wisdom to make sound recommendations. We ask for these blessings in your name, Lord. Amen.
Amen. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Mr. Angelo, call the roll.
Ms. McCullough?
Here.
Mr. Nelson?
Here.
Mr. Cooper? Not here. Mr. McMahon?
Here.
Mr. Carter?
Present.
And Mr. Leidick?
Present. Electronically, on the 25th of September, we distributed copies of the meeting minutes from our rescheduled 12th of September meeting. I trust everyone received those and has had the opportunity to look through them. This time, are there any additions, corrections, or deletions to the minutes as electronically submitted?
None.
All right, seeing none, do we have a motion for their adoption?
Motion to adopt minutes for 9/12/23.
Second.
Carter and Nelson with the second by hand vote.
Aye.
Aye. Hands down, likewise opposed. Unanimously, we have minutes. Very good. Under old business, we have nothing. Under new business, we have nothing. This time, are there any workshop items or issues that anyone on the board or serving as either counsel or administrator for the board would like to bring up under workshop? Director? All right. At this time, do we have a motion to adjourn planning and zoning?
Motion to adjourn planning and zoning.
Second. Carter and I believe Ms. Barry won on that one. And vote? Aye. Hands down, likewise opposed. Unanimously, we are finished with planning and zoning in record time. Board of Adjustments, City of Lake City, 3rd October 2023. Our roll call shall remain the same. Likewise, electronic copies of the meeting minutes from our rescheduled September 12th meeting were distributed to all members of the board. I trust everyone's had an opportunity to look those over. This time, are there any additions, corrections, or deletions to the minutes as electronically submitted?
No.
Hearing none, do we have a motion for their adoption?
Motion to adopt meeting minutes from 9/12/2023.
Second. Carter and McMahon with the second, by hand vote.
Aye.
Aye. Hands down, likewise opposed. All right, we have meeting minutes for Board of Adjustment. There being no old business, we'll move right into new business. Petition SE 23-06, a petition submitted by Jennifer Yarborough and Ron Crump, acting as agent for Citadel Holding Company, LLC, Charles Stringham, for a special exception for parcel 05846,000 in a commercial intensive CI zoning district regulated by Land Development Regulations, City of Lake City, Section 4.13. Mr. Angelo.
Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do. You can take your own name and spelling and address down. I think we know where to find you.
Alright, so this is a special exception SE 23-06, parcel number is 05846-000. They are looking to add a mini storage facility into the area to the northwest quadrant of the parcel. There's already a mini storage there, and this would be an addition on top of what is already there. It is currently zone commercial intensive, and it would be conducive with a special exception of 4.13.5.1.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Mr. Angelo before I send them down? All right. Do we have anyone on behalf of the proponent that would like to speak on petition SE 23-06? Come on down.
Swear you understood, solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do. Thank you, Board.
Name and
Ron
name with
Crump.
spelling and legal address and record for Mr. Angelo.
With Continuum Group, We're at 755 Commerce Drive, Suite 800, Atlanta, Georgia. And we are here on behalf of the applicant, Mr. Stringham from Citadel Holdings. I just wanted to say this would be a climate controlled portion that they want to add on to the existing portion. Everything that's out there today is non-climate controlled, so this would be a one-story facility connected on the neighboring property that they were able to obtain. And I'm here for any questions or further clarifications. All access would be internalized to the existing development, so there would be no new curb cuts or anything. Thank
And
you.
looking at the site plan and vicinity map, this is exclusively for loading and unloading regular commercial automobiles. There's no loading dock, no
That is correct, sir,
heavy
yes.
infrastructure.
That is correct. There's no commercial loading dock, so it would be just smaller box truck type scenarios.
All right, any additional questions for the proponent from members of the board? All right, you may be seated. At this time, is there anyone else in attendance that would like to speak either for or against petition SE 23-06? Hearing and seeing none, do we have a motion to close public comment on this petition?
Motion to close public comment on SE 23-06.
Second.
B. McMahon and Carter with the second, by hand vote.
Aye.
Aye, hands down, likewise opposed. Public comment on SE 23-06 is now closed. Discussion amongst members of the board and city departments and administration. It's pretty straightforward. Anything from Mr. Angelo, anything from Director? Okay. There being no further discussion, do we have a motion to either approve or disapprove petition SE 23-06?
Motion to approve petition SE 23-06.
Second.
Carter and McMahon, Mr. Angelo, will you please call the roll?
Ms. McCollum? Mr. Nelson?
Yes.
Mr. Mann?
Yes.
Mr. Carter?
Yay.
And Mr. Leidig?
Yay. All right, we have a unanimous approval for SE 23-06. Very nice. Likewise to our previous board meeting, I see we have nothing enumerated under workshop items at this time. Is there anything any of the members, directors, administrators, or council of this board would like to bring up under a workshop item for Board of Adjustment? Seeing, hearing none, do we have a motion to adjourn Board of Adjustment?
Motion to adjourn Board of Adjustment.
Hand vote?
Aye.
Hands down, likewise opposed. All right, Board of Adjustment, done. This time I now call to order Historic Preservation Agency, City of Lake City, regular session, October 3rd, 2023. Roll call shall remain the same. Likewise to our previous meetings, electronic copies of our meeting minutes from the rescheduled September 12th meeting were distributed on the 25th of September. I trust all board members have had the opportunity to review those meeting minutes as submitted. This time, are there any additions, corrections, or deletions to the minutes as electronically posted?
No.
Hearing and seeing none, do we have a motion for their adoption?
Motion to adopt meeting minutes for 9/12/2023.
Second.
Debbie Carter with Nelson on the second, by hand vote? Aye. Hands down, likewise opposed. We have meeting minutes unanimously approved. Continuing on, there being no old business, let's move into new business. Petition COA 23-32 submitted by Chelsea Flores, acting as agent, requesting a certificate of appropriateness in a commercial general CG zoning district as established in section 4.12 of Land Development Regulations, City of Lake City, located within the viewshed of the Lake Isabella National Historic District, as established in section 10.11.2 of Land Development Regulations, City of Lake City, existing on property described as City of Lake City Parcel 13214. Mr. Angelo, I remind you, you are still under oath.
All right, so this is COA 23-32. This is for Chelsea Flores Agency. This is the State Farm Building. Address is 224 East Duval, Mirror Lake City. They are looking to put a sign up out front that will be consistent with the district, and you'll see the pictures that are in the packet and some other sign pictures too that's in there.
All right, any additional questions for Mr. Angelo? All right, you may be seated. At this time, do we have anyone on behalf of the proponent to speak for petition COA 23-32?
solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Name with spelling and legal address of record for Mr. Angelo.
Chelsea Flores, 5539 Southwest State Road 247, Lake City. And so I'm just looking for approval for my sign. It's black with gold and red on it, matches the historic district, matches similar signage next door at Morgan and Getson, and on the other side, well, used to be Lake City Reporter, but matches the same signage in the area. It's been approved by State Farm's Historic Board, so just looking for approval.
And is this a relocation or a satellite office of the State Farm on South Marion that just came before
Yes.
this board about 5 months ago?
Yes, relocation. Had some issues with my landlord not keeping up the building, so I had to move. Because of that.
You went through all that trouble to paint it red?
I didn't paint it red, he did.
Very eye-catching shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not me.
Anything else for the proponent from members of the board? All right, you may be seated. Is there anyone else in attendance this evening that would like to speak either for or against petition COA 23-32 as submitted? Seeing and hearing none, do we have a motion to close public comment on this petition?
Move to close public comment on COA 23-32.
Second.
Nelson and Mr. McMahon with the second. By hand vote, affirmative? Aye, hands down, likewise opposed. All right, public comment is now concluded. Discussion amongst members of the board, city departments, directors, and council. Anything?
Sounds great.
Seeing and hearing none. At this time, is there anyone that would like to either move approval or move denial of COA 23-32 as presented by the proponent?
Motion to approve COA 23-32.
Second.
E. Carter and Nelson with the second. Mr. Angelo, please call the yeas and the nays.
Mr. McCollum?
Yes.
Mr. Nelson?
Yes.
Mr. Mann?
Yes.
Mr. Carter?
Yay.
And Mr. Leidy?
Yay. All right, we have unanimous approval of petition COA 23-32. Congratulations. One other thing I might bring up now that we're moving into workshop, as this is an insurance firm, any sort of helpful hints and advice you could give the Historic Preservation Board to keep some of our historic homeowners from getting their policies canceled?
Oh, gosh.
Her advice would probably be put new roofs on.
Well, yeah. Tear them down, pave them over. All right, at this time, we have no scheduled workshop items. Is there anything that members of the board or members of the department, our administrator, or council would like to bring up under workshop items for the Historic Preservation Agency? All right, hearing and seeing none at this time, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Carter and Ms. McKellum. All right, hand vote?
Aye.
Hands down, likewise opposed. We are unanimous.